One of the realest rappers in the game is Icecube. You all understand that this guy means business when he calls Diddy out.
Be a chameleon. Icecube told me this a long time ago, and so did Hov. And we're going to get back to that because we never went back to that.
Never finished.
Icecube told me, man, like, longevity is in being a chameleon. Wherever hip-hop go, you ride with it. Is you riding or you not? Is you riding or you not? It'll leave your ass. And we seen rappers get left because hip-hop changed, don't respect it and try to stay where they at, and hip-hop leave you.
The fact is that Ice has shown over and again that he is not afraid of anyone. He has the guts to accuse the rap industry of being a psychological operation orchestrated by the government to keep the American jail system filled with black inmates.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons. So
literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. You know, some records are made by committee, meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. You have, the record company pushing the narrative, so this to me is in somewhat, some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full.
Furthermore, he has openly acknowledged that Biggie and Tupac were both killed by a familiar person. And when he makes this statement, we all know to whom he is referring.
Who killed Tupac and Biggie? I think both of these dudes were assassinated in some kind of way. More Biggie than Tupac. I think Tupac might got killed by a dude that they had an incident with earlier that day, but Biggie's seems a little
JFK.
Governmental to me.
Several individuals connected to Diddy, including his former security Gene Deal, had publicly stated that the diddler was undoubtedly complicit in the plot to assassinate Biggie and Pac.
Could Puff have been involved in Tupac's murder or Biggie's murder?
I think that when you set up an atmosphere for something to happen, how involved are you? You set up the atmosphere. You put people in positions to get hurt. He knew that somebody was going to do something. He was told. I told him before we left. I told him. Mace told him. See, people ain't telling. See, everybody think that Gene Deal is the only one know this shit. I'm not the only one that's noticed and privy to this information. I'm the only one that's speaking on it and has spoke on it.
Yo, Diddy's jig has been up for a while since Ice has never shied away from discussing how the killings of Biggie and Tupac have exposed rappers for what they really are. Ice has repeatedly stated that he hasn't attended a Diddy party.
When Tupac got killed and then Biggie was murdered shortly after, people realized this is a dead-end road. Like, people stopped listening really to East Coast and West Coast at that time, and that's how the immersion of the South came. Tupac being killed, Biggie being killed was just a wake-up call for the whole industry. It was a new day. Like, it's like, oh, we're in a new era where celebrity means nothing. Celebrity means nothing. Anybody can get it. I don't remember taking any more precaution than I usually would. But I knew people, some dudes was getting bulletproof trucks and shit and bulletproof vans and all this stuff. I was like, nah, I ain't going to that extent.
Even though he is undoubtedly startled by the events surrounding Diddy, including the raids on his properties and the numerous lawsuits.
Family vacation, and we have to ask.
Gotta ask.
Have to.
What's up with the Diddy? What is going on with Diddy, man?
Yeah, not just
oh
Diddy.
my God.
The whole, it feels like the world right now, the rap world right now, obviously the Diddy news is huge because the feds are involved and everything, but then there's like, we got unfollowing going on,
Yeah.
we got shots, the rap world is seemingly in full chaos right now.
Yep.
We'll start with the Diddy, we know the
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if the rap world is in chaos. This is, this is, everybody got their crews, their cliques. Rap is very big. So this is just one artist going through it. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting back checking out everything, and it's mind-boggling, to be honest, just to see the turn of events, over the, course of these last couple of years. It's just crazy.
So when Diddy has the feds on him, and they're taking computers and everything like that, the conversation is, who else is going to be involved in this? As a human who's been in this business for so long and running your own shit, like not just, you're an inspiration to people like us and to me who's like, yeah, I'm going to do my own shit. Like, this is how it's going to, I'm going to come up with this. I'm going to figure out how to execute it. I'm going to do it. I assume there's always been rumblings, though, of shit happening around the music industry, around the rap world. And as soon as the internet sees any of this, all those things are just like, yup, boom, bang, pow. Is it hard for you not to do those same things whenever you see this type of shit take place as a guy who's been an independent operator, seemingly in a business that's been kind of foiled with controversy in this type of fashion for a long time?
I mean, you hear things. Me, I stay on the grind. I've never been to a Diddy party. So, I hear things and they're rumors just like they are to anybody else. So, I stay on my grind, do what I do, and partying and all that. To me, it's too much cool stuff to do. Than to just party and, mess around and just mess off your career, mess off your whole legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stay on your grind, man. Keep doing what you do. You blessed. We in a blessed position. And that's what it's all about, man. Whenever you go off the rails or, the head get too big, nothing good happens.
And there must be a rationale behind that. Indeed, considering the accusations made against Diddy regarding his sexual orientation, even Icecube's kid has spoken out about the discrepancies in his songs. This is the most significant indication of all. Ice spoke publicly about this exclusive and private club in the entertainment world last year, even before the raids. Now, he says, everything is controlled by the people in this club, even who succeeds and who doesn't. We're not sure what sounds more like Diddy than that.
Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is. It's your homeboy Icecube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing. So ever since I put out the contract with Black America, they've been with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, I expect that. I've been working with, on the big three for a long time, and you know how they've been with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. The NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA.
really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do when I say work with us is to stop working against us. Stop doing that behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, you know, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these motherfuckers. So we don't need them, you don't need them. You know? So what am I gonna do to deal with these motherfucking gatekeepers? Well, what I'm gonna do is go on a The Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm gonna go talk to everybody, you know, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, you know. And you know, you might agree, you might not. But the important thing is, you know, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, you know, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. You know, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as fuck in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Icecube. Remember that.
So it seems the rumors swirling around about Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship might have some truth to them. Recent reports suggest that Beyonce has taken the bold step of separating her assets from Jay-Z's, signaling a potential split. For years, speculation has been rife that their marriage was more of a strategic partnership than a love match, with some suggesting it was orchestrated by Jay-Z and Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, to boost their respective careers.
Of course, Jay is right there with him on the list, and it appears that Jay-Z's connection to Diddy is now costing him everything. When you guys think about it, isn't it odd that Jay-Z vanished the moment Diddy's homes was raided?
50 Cent posted this picture of Jay-Z missing on a milk carton, and I think it means Jay-Z is running because he knows he's going to be exposed next after Diddy. Jay-Z had a close relationship with Diddy throughout their careers, and 50 Cent pointed out that Jay seems to be missing after all the raids rained down on Diddy. It seems both Jay and Diddy are missing together.
It's hardly surprised that Diddy has been trying to hide his activities, given that Jay-Z was involved in nearly all of his crimes, including playing with minors and trafficking.
If you didn't know, Diddy has been accused of trafficking minors, providing them substances, then getting high-ranking people to SA them so he could film it and use it as blackmail against them. This is exactly what Epstein used to do. And many people think Diddy's partner in crime, Jay-Z, could be exposed next. It's alleged Jay-Z has a thing for younger women. Jay-Z met Foxy Brown when she was just 14 years old. Foxy was featured on multiple tracks by Jay at such a ripe young age. And Nick Cannon alleges Foxy was only 16 when 25-year-old Jay started sleeping with her. Many have this theory that Jay paid Foxy.
This is the point of deterioration. There is a rumor that Diddy is currently trying to get away with it all by surrendering all evidence, including video from his wild parties, to implicate his accomplices. And the first person to fall is Jay-Z. It's also safe to suggest that Jay-Z better be counting his days, given that he used to smuggle women and children from his own private island, which is identical to Epstein's. Not only that, but a lot of individuals have stated publicly, among them Jaguar Wright, that Jay-Z might be even worse than Diddy.
Carter is just as bad as the diddler. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. You want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. That Cassie shit, that's nothing. I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. And they're gonna be crazy. It's gonna be the women that get him in the end. And I think it's time for him to start speaking up about his very good friend. Just 9 months ago, you were singing his praises. All that he's done for the culture. And how you gotta be crazy like Diddy to make it. Then you didn't want to sit next to him at the Grammys. Told everybody that he had cooties. And canceled the Rock Nation brunch, which is your favorite event. Because that's how you line up who you gonna move around next year. Like y'all did with Clarence Avon. I'm gonna get you. And I told you I would. And I'm gonna keep my word.
That's just how it is right now. Because, dude, Jay-Z has a history of darker crimes, such as the rituals and satanic sacrifices that have propelled him and Beyonce to the pinnacle of the music business. Man, I've said it before. An ethical billionaire does not exist. As everyone is aware, Icecube has often expressed his disapproval of the government's participation in the rap industry. Even if he has previously been dismissed by others, in light of current events, did he genuinely tell the truth the entire time? What do y'all think about this drama? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.